Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today, guys, I did the unthinkable. I finally hit a restock, or at least it looks fresh. And I guess how I can tell is, look at that tuned Toyota Supra, one of the most sought after mainlines as of this very moment, and it's just sitting here for the taking. So I will definitely be grabbing one of these. Just looking through here, I see the gasser in the recolor, Tri-5 Terror. Taking a look here. Yep, dropping packs. Oh man, there's a ton of Supras. Interesting. And then we got the new recolor of the Porsche Carrera, which is a new model for 2023 as well too. Got a recolor of the Batmobile. That's kind of neat. But I'm kind of Batmobiled out, guys. There's just way too many of those at the moment. Got the new Silverado here as well too. Got a bunch of H-Case Glory Chasers. That's interesting. A whole bunch of those. Those just must be stragglers because we're looking at L-Case right here. So that's the new coupe clip there as well too. I'm getting kind of anxious, guys. Getting sweaty palms here because obviously with a fresh case, you know, you're thinking there might be a chance at a super treasure hunt. We shall see, guys. This is kind of nice too. I like this when it came out. New for 2023 Stingray Corvette. This is a recolor in silver. This might actually be on the take-home pile there. This is a new model here, the BMW 507. This is a Fast and Furious Corvette for all the Fast and Furious collectors out there. It's a good one to have. Looking over here, don't see much else, guys. PEGS are, I think they were just kind of stacked on top of some of the old stock here. So I think the majority of the new stuff is probably going to be in this bin here. So we got a Viper here. And got another Tri-5. Just taking a quick look here. We got another tuned Silverado. We got the Barbie car. That's kind of cool. I have the, you guys saw I have the full art movie car, but I don't have the regular release with the regular mainlines. And obviously none of this stuff wants to cooperate. Got another Viper here. Guys, I'm not buying all of this. I'm just stockpiling it just so that I can pick and choose what I do want. So, I know some people get a little upset when they see people taking a lot of cars. This is pretty cool here, so definitely wanted one of these just for the wheels. I mean, that's just so cool. It looks like Rail Riders, to be perfectly honest, but the Alfa Romeo, a pretty awesome new cast for 2023. So Pajero, let's start hanging stuff a little higher so it stops dropping on me here. Let's see, guys. Got more Barbie cars. Got another Porsche, which is pretty neat. Got the Land Cruiser recolor. That's kind of neat. I'm actually gonna pick that up too. Got the Ford Mustang here in the Falcon livery. Alright guys, well, I took a look at everything pretty deep down into the bin and I don't see a single Cyclone. So that would have been the Super Treasure Hunt for the box L-Case here. So I'm probably late, but still don't count that as a loss, guys. I'm pretty happy with the main lines because, again, pretty cool just to have the Silverado, the Vipers, the Land Cruiser, and obviously the Supras were big on my list, so we'll take a few of those and throw the rest back in the bin. Funny enough, guys, I turned the corner and look at this little display stand here. Not so much on the pegs, but if you look down here, got more new L-Case cars. Let's see if the Cyclones might be here, but this is the triple decker new cast for 2023. This one will definitely be in the take home pile. Let's just see, we got another Alfa Romeo. We already got one of those. We'll leave that for the next collector here. Drop them back in. Oh, there there it is. There's the Cyclone. So that would have been the Supra. So I'm guessing maybe I wasn't late. Maybe I was first of the pegs. Maybe they just they put the bottom of the case into this display bin instead of the peg section over there. But just taking a quick look. I mean, I'm actually gonna help them peg some of this stuff because some of the stuff is pretty nice. Some of the newer stuff. You got another Barbie card there. Let's see what else they got. Yeah, more Land Cruisers, more Porsches. Yeah, I'm actually gonna help peg some of these so that next collectors know what's up. They can get some of these newer L case castings for themselves. It looks like it could have been a couple of cases, to be perfectly honest. So I know this is kind of neat too, but the limited grip, I think this is based off of a real car, or there's an actual designer, a race car driver out there that makes Black Widow exhaust that they based this car off of. So kind of neat there. Got more coupe clips. Got more Dodge Vipers. Got another white Batmobile. I feel like Batman would never drive a white Batmobile. I mean, obviously trying to be the Dark Knight, you can't drive around in a white car. Got a recolor of a DeLorean. Oh, that's kind of neat actually, guys. It's like all matte blue. That's pretty slick. Man, if I was a bigger fan, I might actually pick that up. Then you got a Lolux here too. This looks like a Tampo Air, doesn't it? There's no graphics on the side. That's just not like Hot Wheels. Might have to look that up and see if it's an error. So yeah, guys, I dug through, picked out all the L cases, stacked this display with a bunch of cars. I got the Comet Cyclone mainline right up top, just to, again, let the collectors know it was a dud case, but pretty cool. Just awesome to see a bunch of new casts there. Got the Charger right there, the Tooned version, just to go along with the Tooned Toyota Supra. I'm gonna leave this right here as well too, just so that again you can tell that a collector was here, and you got the pair right here, guys. So there we go. So here's the haul from the day. I did end up going to Target after Walmart as well too. Really crossed my fingers hoping I could find that Liberty Walks ER34 Transport that has the Fast and Furious livery, but no luck. I don't think they've actually hit my area just yet, so keeping my eyes peeled for that. But coming home to a pretty nice haul. Can't be mad at this. All L case, highlighted by these cars here. Starting with this new for 2023 Trouble Decker Hot Wheels take on the double decker buses over in Great Britain. Even has a little homage to Great Britain. You can see a little portion of their flag right there. Looks pretty neat. I think this one definitely is going to be popped open for my kids to play around with. Then you got this bright orange Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7. Really nice recolor. I mean, I liked the white and the blue accents. This orange with black accents also looks like it could definitely be a real life car. So pretty awesome to see this casting back in the lineup. And a retool here, new for 2023. Then you got the Barbie Corvette 1956. I honestly did not know this was new for 2023. Pretty cool that they made a brand new cast specific just for Barbie and the new Barbie movie. In comparison to the full card art, the car itself is pretty much the same. It's really just the card art that you have, and it's kind of interesting how they released this. Again, you guys saw I pulled a whole 72 case of these. Again, I didn't take all 72, but just interesting that they had a specific exclusive release during the week that the movie released, and then you also get it in the normal mainline card format too. So pretty cool to have both of these in the collection. Then you got the ever popular Chevy Silverado 1983. Not a new cast, but definitely welcome anytime this is released. And this is actually kind of a cool color scheme they got going on here. The red and the yellow really gives you that 80s vibe. One thing too about this cast is that even without a metal base, this is a pretty hefty cast. So I mean, if you just want your money's worth from a material standpoint, this is still a really good bang for your buck. Then you got the Alfa Romeo GT V6 3.0 in this rally get up here. Not really my cup of tea. I don't know much about this car. I'm sure it has a good history and background. If you know much about this car and why it's so significant, definitely leave it in the comments below. But again, what really drew me to this car is just that these are first of a kind mainline wheels and they look pretty cool. Again, I don't know how much they're reminiscent of any kind of real wheels in real life, but it does almost give you a real rider vibe to it, and they just look interesting. Curious to see what else they come on. I mean, I know we all know it's going to be coming on the Datsun 510 wagon later this year. That'll also be a super treasure hunt, but just interested to see where this wheel goes in the future and if it just really enhances that overall appearance of these cars moving forward. Tri-5 Terror Gasser in blue this time. The first time we saw it was in yellow. What can I say? It's a gasser, it's popular, it's gonna get picked up by everybody, so definitely keep a lookout for it. Then you got the Toyota Land Cruiser 1980 in a very 80-esque color scheme here. The brown, the orange, the yellow. Really nice details up front. The headlights, the grille tampos and all that are detailed in very nicely. I'll admit this is a release that I do like compared to a lot of the other releases in the last couple of years, which I honestly haven't picked up, but this one I definitely like. And last but not least, you got the Tooned 1994 Toyota Supra Fast and the Furious inspired, and it goes along with the Dodge Charger that was tuned, that was released a couple of cases back. But it's just so cool to have these two iconic Fast and the Furious cars again, albeit in tuned versions, but I think we can all appreciate the craftsmanship into these castings. Have to get this thing open just to get a better look. So here it is out of pack, the tuned Toyota Supra, and what I will say, guys, is that I feel like this casting of the Supra does the Supra way more justice in terms of the actual Fast and the Furious Supra. I mean, if you just look at this front bumper, it's the actual Bomb X front bumper that the Supra and Fast and the Furious actually had versus the Supra that was released way back then by Hot Wheels. It's just got a generic front bumper and body kit overall. There's actually indentations on the hood for the TRD hood, and then they're also tampoed in. I mean, it's got all the decals in the front, got all the decals on the side. It's just lacking all the details and the decals on the rear end, like the signature Supra taillights, which hopefully in a future release they will give us those taillights, which again are so iconic for the Supra. And then honestly, if they just painted this spoiler silver, it would be so dead on to the movie. But again, at $1 price point, I'm not going to complain. This is pretty rad to have this in person. And also from a secondary market standpoint, this is sitting right now at about $5, so not bad for a mainline, a new release at that. But honestly, I personally think there's a lot of room to grow. Fingers crossed that Hot Wheels gives us the whole entire Fast and Furious lineup in tuned form. I mean, that would just be awesome. But that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.